You're a feminist.
Yes.
What is the difference between a feminist and a knife?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ice dropping another video. What a guan. Just had to put up some more dumb shit, you know. Feminists tell women it's not okay to want to be a stay-at-home mom. They talk about the patriarchy and all of that. But these feminists, they're never willing to go out there and work the hard job. Then they wonder why they don't get paid as much as a man. But anyway, I ain't gonna get into all of that. I'm gonna let the video explain, guys. So let's just keep it moving.
You're a feminist.
Yes.
What is the difference between a feminist and a knife?
What sort of a comparison is that? I don't understand.
Threaten to answer.
Yeah.
At least a knife has a point.
Damn.
No, because I think if feminists really believed in equality, but you guys don't, I would love for you. There is an oil rig hiring. There is an engineering
I would actually
firm
love to see
hiring.
Ava Santana on an
No,
oil rig.
seriously. There is a building being built next to my building. Go do it, feminists. Go do it. And me, I'm saying
the same
But
job
Paul,
that I'm doing right
when
now.
you find the man you want to get married to, are you saying you will be with that man whatever happens the rest of your life?
yes, for the vows that we're supposed to live
How do you
by.
know you can keep them?
I mean, I think it's a choice. And that's the thing, like, women are so willing to leave marriages because they're not happy. This is not about happiness. The most important thing is the children. Feminism,
And that's the thing there, guys. A lot of these women screaming about equality and all of that, but look at the jobs they take. And they want to compare themselves to a man that's working the oil rig, working in the sewer, doing the hard jobs that they don't want to do because they don't want to get their nails dirty, but then they wonder why they don't get paid the same amount of money that a man get. And all these women, I just think feminists use excuses. They all scream that same bull crap. And that's all it is. I'm just saying.
isn't actually about equality. It's about equality when it benefits us. It's really about women wanting special privileges and treatment at the expense of men often.
Facts.
And I think it's alive and well, sadly. I think life is easier if you're a girl. Actually,
you
I
can
think
use it as
there's a
an
lot
advantage.
of benefits that men don't have. I'm not going to speak anything to race. I'm just talking about gender.
It's you funking up. But they always want to make the excuse because it's easier to make that excuse.
We have no barriers today.
That ignores a lot that I'm a woman with a disability. So there's a lot stopping me that you don't have to think about.
And there you go. Now that chick, she doesn't have no legs. But I guess that's because it's a man's fault. She doesn't have no legs. She's not looked at the same way as every other woman. So now she want to sit there and feel pity for herself. And instead of understanding that, hey, shit happened. When a guy go to war, he lose his leg, he lose his arm. He's not blaming society. Shit happens. I'm just saying.
Talking about as a woman.
There are the barriers, right, that we constantly ignore that are very much systemic.
That you said that there's like barriers. I want to know what barriers in the U.S. today as a woman.
Well, as a woman or as a woman of color?
There you go. She asked a simple question, but what this moon-faced bitch said? Oh, as a woman or as a woman of color. She said she was just talking about as a woman. What is the disadvantage? But what she did, she got to play the race card. These are the excuse these women did. She asked a simple question, but she had to throw the race card in there. I'm just saying.
Are going to vote away our right to birth control and abortion because when we have the ability to control when and if we become pregnant, fewer losers get to become fathers.
I thought women control who they give their nookie to. When was there this system that was set up where they just randomly pick lotto numbers for each woman to say, hey, you need to sleep with that man and have a baby for that man? I thought women control their nookie. But like I said, this is another dumbass bitch that want to get on here and act like she's smart. But guys, don't judge me. Like I said, I ain't graduated from Harvard. I'm stupid. But at the end of the day, I ain't him.
They have a phrase for this, gatekeeping pregnancy, which means women trying to not get pregnant by a man until she finds one that is worth being a parent with.
Stop it. Get some help.
You got 34 fucking flavors of birth control. How does a man control whether you get pregnant or not? Because you're promiscuous and you're having sex with man without a condom, and then you get up and get pregnant, and then you talk about, oops, why you got me pregnant? Y'all know my mouth.
Keeping pregnancy. I can't get over how embarrassing that is to say out loud. Not saying it's all men, but there are many, many men who are starting to realize if people who can get pregnant have complete intentional control over when they get pregnant and who they get pregnant by, they will not be chosen. Like, they're listening to the way that women are starting to talk about motherhood, and that, like, I don't want to do it unless I have someone who's going to share the work with me, who's going to be a present father, who I want to replicate this man in another human being. They see that and they're like, yeah, I think we should just go back to when you guys couldn't ask for those things.
Are you dumb?
I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb. Are you, like, medically speaking?
You dumb as hell. I know you trying to be smart, but you dumb as hell. Because man ain't controlling shit. This is 2023. You could talk about way back in the days and all of that. Bitch, let the man put on a condom. How about you get on some birth control if you're that promiscuous that you're sleeping with these dudes without condoms? Stop trying to blame the man.
Like I say, men control our reproduction, because if we actually controlled reproduction, we would control everything. And the men... What?
You stupid.
And in my comments are like, no, that's not true. And then they comment shit like this, like...
All right, guys, I had to hop on here with a hot take. I'm sorry if some of you women hate me after this, but here we go. Let's do it. So I just got married about a month ago, and now I keep getting asked when I'm thinking babies are going to come. And I keep replying that babies will come once we are financially stable enough to be a stay-at-home mom.
You smart.
That is literally the reply that I'm getting from everyone. Everyone gasps. Can you believe that in today's society, it is like crazy and awful to want to be a stay-at-home mom and to raise your children? In the great words of Ben Shapiro, I do not understand for the life of me why we are telling women that their best and greatest superpower of creating human beings from their own body is less important than working. Personally, I don't think work is more important than raising the future generation of the children that you brought into this world from your own body and to bring them up into society. I'm not saying that you can't choose whether or not you want to work or be a stay-at-home mom. If you want to work while being a mom, all the power to you. However, what I am saying is do not belittle the women that want to be a stay-at-home mom. This is what I hate about modern day radical feminism. If you are going to indoctrinate women into believing that work is more important than spending time with their own children, I don't understand. Can someone please explain that to me? What I will say is that there is not one single person that has been on their deathbed and said, I wish I worked another day in my life. In fact, majority of people say that they wish that they spent more time with their family and the ones that they loved. Sorry if you guys hate me now after this. I guess you can say I'm anti-feminism, I'm anti-feminist, but I am pro-woman, so sorry if you hate me.
Do you think I'm
And this is the fact, guys. That's why you see all these videos, you see all these TikTok videos of these women, you see all this crazy shit. These women, they go chasing the bag, working a corporate job and all of that, and when their eggs all dried up and all of that shit there, they have regrets about not having a family, but they went ahead and chased the bag and thought that work was the most important thing in their life. And then when they hit the wall, eggs are dried up, they can't have no kids, they don't have no family, but hey, they made some money. You made your choice. Feminism is bullshit.
Feminism.
I don't support feminism
Why not?
because I think for a woman it's very important to be with a man. First of all, human is human, and second, I was born and raised in a country where women love men, and we respect them, and we want to make their life happier, easier, and we love that, you know, like we love this feeling to make our men happy. And here's a big difference between European or Muslim. I'm totally fine with that cultures, but I don't know.
Why do you think the women here are so brainwashed and they don't think like that anymore?
American ones?
Yeah.
I think because they're like too
Stupid.
strong, and to be honest, I really think that American guys are kind of scared of them. I don't know why, because they're too much independent. Like, I can open a door, I can do this, and I'm like, okay, baby, you can, you know. I think it's time some.
But then they have a problem when a man doesn't do it anymore because they a boss B. They independent. They don't need a man. But when a man doesn't do the things, open the door, pull out the chair, open the car door, do all these things, these same tricks, complain that a man don't do all of that.
Somebody digs deep into our culture and into our people to figure out what is going on upstairs with our women. Divorce
Majority of them are stupid.
is on the rise more than ever among Middle Easterns, whether they live in the Middle East or abroad. And just like we saw among westernized countries like America, when the women became independent is when the family structures collapsed.
You ruined everything, you stupid bitch.
They
True.
collapsed to the point where now women are waking up and saying, you know what? I want a home again. I want my kids to have a healthy home. Well, the Middle Easterns are not there. We are at the point where we are collapsing because not only are women independent asking for a divorce, but we also have culture shock. A lot of our women are extremely spoiled. Yes, I said it. A lot of our women are extremely spoiled, and the men cannot keep up. What is happening with our women?
Thing about America.
And that's why men have gotten to the point where we're just walking away. We don't want to deal with these women in the Western world. And that's why they get mad at like the passport bros, because guys want traditional women. Here's the thing. Western women want to be treated like traditional women, but they're not traditional women.
That you just do not like compared to India.
Cultures things.
Yeah.
Like family culture, the marriage, the relationship wise. In India, we love somebody, we try to live and marry one person for lifetime. But in US, they change women or man like a cloth. We want to sacrifice.
Yeah.
We need something.
True.
We want to sacrifice.
Yeah.
But in this country, they don't sacrifice.
Did you guys hear about that woman who transitioned to being a man for literally a year and a half? Not because she's trans, just because she wanted to see what it was like being a man. I guess she thought life was supposed to be like easier as a man or something.
No, she didn't. I know who you're talking about. She wanted to prove a point.
Anyways, she learned the hard way that it's not. And then she unalived herself. And here I am wondering why I'm supposed to feel bad. Men tell us every single day how shitty things are for them, how hard it is. And every single day we refuse to give them sympathy, understanding, love. 22 veterans a day take their lives. Do you see feminists bawling their eyes out about that?
And this is what this young lady doesn't understand. I understand the young lady she talking about, that she basically wanted to see what it was like to be a man. And this young lady is proving a point. Nobody gave a shit. And after these feminists found out what she did, they hound her. They harass her. It got so bad that she put these feminists on blast that she took her own life. Rest in peace. That man don't matter in society. A man only matters when it benefits these feminists. And that was the whole point. And they came for her till it got so bad that she took her own life.
No. In fact, whenever there's any woman who stands up and says, hey, this is kind of like the male experience, let's care about men, we get shunned.
That's what she was doing. Maybe you need to go back and do some research. And that's not a diss, but maybe you need to go back and do some research on that young lady as to why she did that.
They're called pick-me's, skanks, banned off social media. So I'm so sorry. Why am I supposed to care that one woman thought that it was going to be easier and it wasn't?
Said, I'm just putting the bullshit out there. Y'all know my mouth. Don't judge me. I'm just calling it as it is. Y'all see it as it is. I know the feminists gonna have a problem with it, but I don't really give a shit. But like I said, guys, I said it all. Give me a like, give me a share, trying to build a channel. So, you know, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and hit that share, hit the comment. Until next time, guys, y'all know me. Y'all know my mouth. But at the end of the day, I ain't him.